Good morning, you guys. I am so stoked that you're joining me here. We are back for Just the Tip Tuesday, and this is becoming one of my favorite things to do. So there'll be a full article that you can read, which will dive deeper into the more details on the topics that I'm going to be covering. So I'll make sure to post that link below for you, so that you can have a full read of that. But these are awesome, and the feedback that I'm receiving is so good. So thank you so much. Keep that coming. This one is something that a lot of my clients are always talking about, and it's something that as women, especially when we can reframe our mind around this topic, we can make some really good breakthroughs. So we're going to be talking about 6 of the best fats and why they are the best for you. So in this Just a Tip Tuesday, I would like to just get right into it and dive into the details. So I'm going to be covering 6 of the foods that I have regularly in my pantry and in my life and in my diet, and I recommend you guys do the same. And I'll also be covering ways that we can easily implement these things, because we all know I'm not about trying to make these drastic changes. Going from 0 to hero overnight is not realistic. It's not something that you can sustain long term. So let's do this in bite-sized pieces, and I assure you, you're going to be pretty happy with what we're talking about here, because it's all so delicious. But firstly, fats in general have a bit of a bad rep, especially when people are trying to lose weight. There's one of my favorite sayings out there, and it's actually eat fat to lose fat. And it couldn't be more true. So we really want to look for these monosaturated fats. These are considered like the heart healthy fats, and these can actually lower our cholesterol. They can take care of our blood sugar levels. They can boost our metabolism. There's a whole series of health benefits that these healthy fats can do for your body. But often we think fat and we're a little bit scared of it. So there are the good fats and there are the bad fats. So if you have any questions on that, post it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer those for you, because it can get a little bit confusing. And I know that there's a lot of information out there. So that's just something to keep in mind when you are considering incorporating more fat into your diet. But I really recommend getting away from the viewing fats as bad and not wanting to eat them during your day. The healthy fats are a life-changing experience, and you might actually be impressed with, once you start to implement these fats into your diet, what your weight does and how your body feels, how your hormones can balance out. So there's plenty more information where that comes from, but I wanted to dive straight into it. So we'll get started. The Just a Tip Tuesday, 6 best fats that you should be eating. Number 1 is dark chocolate. So what a way to start this off. Dark chocolate is something that is absolutely delicious. There's more information about like the breakdown and the nutritional benefits in the article, so I definitely recommend that. But what I really want to focus on more is how to implement this into your life in a way that you can remain in control. So what I recommend doing is getting one of those like dark chocolate blocks and placing it in the freezer. And then every night, as like it's nice to have a reward, or it's nice to have a little bit of a late night snack and feel rebellious. So what I recommend doing is just breaking off a few squares of that, sitting down on the couch or somewhere that's comfortable for you, and really taking that moment just to reflect on your day. Eat your delicious piece of dark chocolate and know that in that moment, you're doing so many things that are beneficial for your health. You're taking care of your mind, you're taking care of your body by giving it this healthy fat source, but you're also just like unwinding and giving yourself this reward, so we don't feel like we have to be always dieting and in this restricted stage. So develop that habit and put some dark chocolate into your life, because it's something that chocolate is one of the things that a lot of people cut out when they go on some sort of diet. And I think that if you can have a few pieces every night and it's the right sort of healthy fat, then you'll just feel like you're not restricting yourself. You'll feel like you can find this balance, and it's a lot easier to achieve your results and achieve your goals. So that's the first one. The second one, this is probably my favorite of all of them, peanut butter. Kelsey and I go through like a huge tub of peanut butter a week. It feels like we have a whole separate budget just for our peanut butter obsession. It's a problem, but we're okay with it because it's healthy fats. So I really recommend flipping over the container before you actually buy the peanut butter, because there are a few different types out there. Some of them have so many fillers and sugars and salts, like everything added into it to make it taste different or to make it cheaper to produce. So let's go for the natural, it should say just dry roasted peanuts, and that stuff is the bomb as when it comes to healthy fats. And you can put it on anything. So spread it on some rice cakes, put a big spoonful of it into your smoothies. When you're making an oatmeal bowl, swirl some of it on top. You can use on baked goods. You can, warm those up a little bit and spoon a piece of peanut butter on top of it. Like, you name it, you can pretty much put peanut butter with it. Actually, one thing that I used to really enjoy is just like plain chicken. So it's really good source of protein, but that can get really boring. So I used to make like a peanut butter cinnamon chicken dish. Hear me out, because I know it sounds disgusting, but it's actually, it has sweet potato as well. And just like all together, it's a really good protein, fat, and healthy carbohydrate source. So you can have that either as a snack or as like a meal, and it's delicious. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting hungry. It's obviously around lunchtime right now, but peanut butter is a really good source of fat, and it's so versatile. So I really recommend getting more of that into your life. The third one for Just the Tip Tuesday is eggs. I'm going through this crazy obsession right now with hard-boiled eggs. I don't know why I haven't eaten them for so long, because they're so easy to make, they're cheap to produce, they're a great source of protein, but they're also really good in regards to the healthy fats. These can help lower your cholesterol while adding a great source of protein into your diet so that you don't feel hungry during the day. And they're one of the most versatile snacks out there, because you can actually boil up a batch of them and they'll keep in the fridge for about a week. So no excuses not to add those sorts of healthy fats in. And they're a really quick grab and go snack as well, so that you don't feel like you have to do a lot of preparing ahead of time. You don't feel like you have to be making excuses as to why you can't get these sorts of things into your life. Eggs are one of the best things. You can mash them up, put them on some toast, even if they're hard boiled, take them on a hike with you. Whatever works, put them into your lifestyle, boil up a few of them at the beginning of the week, and just, even if you just are hungry, it's a quick snack that you can grab from the fridge. My way of hard boiling the eggs, because I know that there are so many ways and techniques out there. I don't know if it actually helps or not, but I add some baking soda into the water, and then I add the eggs in, and then I bring that all up to the boil. I then turn off the hot pot, and I let them sit for about 10 minutes, and then I take them out and put them in cold water. I find that gives they're not too over boiled. They've still got a little bit of softness to it, and they taste amazing. The baking soda apparently is supposed to help with peeling. The jury is still out on that one. I don't know if it actually helps or not, but I like to do it just because I think it's a little bit of a mental game. But hard boil some eggs. That's an easy way to eat them, but you can have them anyway. Poach them, fry them, whatever works for you guys. Just get some eggs in your diet. Salmon is another really good source of healthy fat. This also is loaded with a bunch of other nutritional benefits. And again, it's something that you can cook ahead of time, and it's a really good protein source as well. So you can have this as your main meal, accompanying some vegetables, or you can have I know my clients make little salmon bites. There's so many ways that you can put more salmon into your life, and it's just a really good source of healthy fat, but it's also a fish that is loaded with other nutritional benefits. So I really recommend getting that into your life if you are somebody that can enjoy fish and that maybe you're looking for a bit of a variety. Barbecue it up, however you like to cook it to make it taste delicious. It's a really good source of fat. So I definitely recommend making sure that you have salmon at least once a week would be my recommendation. You don't need to have it every single day, but if you can have some sort of healthy fat fish once a week, this is what I recommend. Number 5, you guys, we're nearly there. These ones are just a huge boost for a small amount. So chia seeds. They're loaded with omegas, they're loaded with other nutrients, and they're just a really good source of healthy fat. Again, they can be used. I like to make this list full of things that you can easily implement into your life, like I was talking about in the beginning. So chia seeds can be put into your smoothie. They can be if you have like the ground chia seeds, you can actually just sprinkle them on top of whatever and stir it in. They have very little to no flavor, if anything, and you can just hide the nutrients in whatever food you're cooking. This is a great thing to add as well into, if you have kids, hiding it in their food in an easy way and just giving them this healthy fat. It can really help level out their blood sugars, prevent diabetes. Like, this is such a, I don't want to get into this right now because it's actually so sad, the studies that are coming out lately in regards to our society and diabetes. But let's get more healthy fats in their diets and your diet and reduce the rate of diabetes. This is one way to do it. So I really recommend chia seeds as a way that you can easily add healthy fats into your diet, and you can buy them in bulk and just sprinkle that stuff on anything and everything. You can bake with them as well, so they're a really good way to get that healthy fat into your diet. And the last one, avocados. So I actually have a few recipes on my blog that you can check out that use avocados in baking. They replace like a liquid because you can mash them up and they become quite moist to any sort of baking. But you can have avocados in so many ways and they're just delicious. I know that it's hard to time this whole ripening thing. You feel like they sit on the counter for, ever and ever. And then all of a sudden they all get ripe and then you've got to eat them all at once. But trust me, avocados are such a good source of fat, and they're really versatile in being able to make sweet treats. So I recommend that's how I prefer to use them, is baking with them and making them into something that I can put then in the freezer and grab and go when I need like my sweet tooth taken care of. But I know a lot of people that start their day with these healthy fats. They're really good if you are into any sort of fasting or intermittent fasting, to have as your first meal with some eggs. It just can give you that balance of what you need to get your day going. I know a lot of people who follow the keto diet, avocados become their world, and they're loaded with nutrients. So I really recommend getting avocados into your diet. They're an easy, again, way that you can have them in the fridge, keep them on the counter, whatever works for you. You can buy them in bags, like in bulk, and they're just a really good source of fat for you to have in your diet. And it's about time that with these 6 things, we don't need to make life-changing habits, but with these 6 things, you can implement them some way or another, or 1 or 2 of them into your week in a very easy way as to what you're already doing, and you will see the benefits. So I really recommend letting me know what you think in the comments. If you know somebody that maybe wants to eat more fats, or maybe they're trying to lose some weight, but they're wondering why that stubborn stuff won't disappear. Maybe it's because they're not eating enough of the right fats, if any fats at all. It's about time that we reshape our mind in regards to these fats and just have a look at how we can put more of them into our world in a delicious, tasty way that's also going to serve us well in regards to our health and wellness goals. So that was another Just the Tip Tuesday for you. I know that you guys are enjoying these, so keep giving me the feedback, and so I can make topics that are around what you want to hear, and so they can be curated specifically for you. I'm so thankful that you tuned in. Remember to share this video with anybody who you think might benefit from it, and let me know what you think by commenting below. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.